The trailer for Odyssey by Christopher Nolan, which we've been eagerly waiting for summer 2026, is basically a buffet of historical inaccuracies and visual inconsistencies. Nolan is a great director, but his signature style in this setting clearly clashes with logic. That so-called brush plume, what looks like a giant shoe brush, is actually a Corinthian crest made of horsehair. Historically, such plumes did exist. They were used so a commander could be easily spotted in the thick of battle. But combined with Nolan's solid black armor, this crest comes off as exaggeratedly pompous, making the king of Mycenae look like a grim Bram. The Batman effect. The main issue is the helmet's thickness and shape. Real Corinthian helmet were thin and more flat, but here it looks several times thicker and closely follows the contours of a human face. Because of this, fans are already comparing it to Batman's mask. Notice the contrast in that trailer. Agamemnon's helmet is closed, which is historically accurate for the Corinthian style, but Odysseus and the other soldiers have their helmets comically open at the front.
Why?
Because Universal Pictures isn't going to pay Matt Damon tens of millions of dollars just to hide their face behind a piece of bronze for the entire film. Historically accuracy, as always, has fallen victim to marketing. In Iliad, Homer explicitly describes Agamemnon's armor as incredibly bright, richly decorated, and multicolored, a symbol of his immense wealth. And what do we see in Christopher Nolan's version? A muted dark black and gold palette. But to be fair, you probably wouldn't want to watch historically accurate version of their costumes. Anyway, what's shown in the film just look cool, it looks masculine. Let's give Nolan some credit. He got the single deck and sail, right? But that's where historical accuracy dies, making way for Hollywood madness. Here is what's wrong with these floating tops. The amputated ram, the steira, bronze ram, was the little weapon Greek galley used to rip enemy ships in half. Troy, 2004, got this right? Nolan's ships are completely naked. Sending a Greek galley to war without a ram is like handing a hitman a gun without a barrel.
You're goddamn right.
Homer explicitly described these galleys as brightly painted, but Nolan couldn't resist dragging his depressing gothic Gotham palette straight into the sunny Aegean Sea. No ram plus dull dark paint equals Drakars. Nolan literally dropped 8th century Viking ships into the Trojan War. Historians are facepalming and the internet is laughing. It looks like Ragnar Lothbrok rented his fleet to Universal Studios. This is perfect plot fiction. A prime example of how a blind pursuit of dark style executes common sense point blank.